Michigan pulled off the upset, so it almost feels like it might be kind of the same storyline as Minnesota. You got to kind of gird against an upstart.
No doubt about it. It was, I think, an upset in seed line only. After watching them, as much as I have, I'll tell you, they are really good. And when we first watched them, Jody and I looked at each other and we said, this looks like our old Zag teams. You know, they can all shoot it, they can all handle it, they can all pass it, play unselfishly, they play really hard, and yeah, it's a good team.
Will it be similar to the Minnesota matchup? I mean, they obviously put up a lot of threes.
Yeah, a lot of threes, high possession game, mix up the defenses, zone man, you know, an elite point guard. And then they can put 5 players on the floor that can score at all times. And neither team was very deep. So yeah, there are a lot of similarities.
Another weekend, it seems like a similar storyline too, in that you're facing a team that's kind of like you guys were last year,
yeah.
A higher seed making a run. I guess you said a good team with nothing to lose, a dangerous team. Is that what this team is?
A good team with nothing to lose is a dangerous team, and they're very dangerous. I mean, no doubt about it. And the advantage we have, though, is that we were that team last year. And, you know, who knows if our competition in the second and third round, you know, gave us our due, and we were able to sneak a win. So we're going to be ready. We won't fall into that trap, that's for sure.
This is the first day back, or were you guys practicing yesterday?
It's finals week, so I gave them Monday and Tuesday off. So today is our first practice back, and we'll see what kind of legs we have, what kind of focus we have, and anytime you're practicing during finals week, it's pretty difficult.
What is today's message to the team?
We're just going to run the rust off a little bit, get a lot of shooting in. At this point, we are who we are. I mean, do Ruthie and Sabrina really need to work on another pick and roll? You know, we just want to make sure that we're healthy, and that's why I thought this last weekend was important for us, because we were able to give you know, all of our players that play a lot of rest. I mean, Sabrina didn't play 30 minutes in either game, and that's big. So this time of year, any chance you get to rest your team, you want to take advantage of it.
Outside of the seeding, what feels different about this year compared to last year's run?
Oh, I just think external expectations. I think we're a team that obviously took people by surprise last year, and we became kind of the favorites of the tournament because we were, I think, at that time the only double-digit seed still playing. This year there are a couple double-digits, you know, that are still involved in the tournament. The expectations on us have been greater. A lot of people are picking us to, you know, to go beyond even. So yeah, that's different. But I don't think if you were around the team each and every day, you would detect anything different. I mean, that's just, again, the people externally, you know, outside the program. Inside the program, they're the same happy-go-lucky bunch they've been, you know, ever since I've been here.
You're going to get a lot of questions this week, I'm sure, about going back to Spokane.
Yeah.
Jody was there for a lot of years, too. What has she meant to you and your programs, and what kind of role did she fill for you?
Well, you know, my wife often jokes that I know Jody better than I know her, and I spend more time with Jody than I have Mary over the years, and it might be true. You know, she probably knows me better. You know, we've been through a lot together. We've had the luxury of working side by side for, I don't know, 15, 16 years. I forget. It's been such a long time, but I'll tell you, she's the glue that keeps our whole program together here. She was the glue at Gonzaga. You get things done. I tell people all the time, don't ask me, call Jody. And she's into the details. I like the big picture stuff. And she's just, I'll tell you, you know, the glue, and a great friend, and a really good coach. Great role model for our players. And so, yeah, she means the world to me.
Do you recall kind of the first impression you got of her? She was what, a video coordinator at first, right?
I'll tell you the first impression I got of her. She was playing at Federal Way High School, leading them to a state championship. She's like 5'0" and she wore baggy shorts that went all the way past her knees. She wore knee pads, and then those high socks, tube socks with the double stripes on top, old school, all the way up to the knees. So she looked seriously like she was 12 years old. But she was a killer on the court, and a great player. Ended up having an awesome college career, but that's what I remember. They won a state championship there at Federal Way, and I just laughed at her. I said, you couldn't even see your body because it was all covered up by uniform. And she, I think, even wore a T-shirt. But Yeah, she had a great career, and one of my very best friends in coaching, Gordy Presnell, recommended her to me when I was looking for, just kind of a graduate assistant. And to Jody's credit, she came over, took some classes, worked for free for 2 years, and waited her time until one of my assistants, I think Jennifer Mountain was the one that left. She got the head job at Santa Clara, and then it was an easy no-brainer, move Jody in there because she had earned it. It's hard. Sometimes these young assistant coaches, they want a lot early, and you got to pay your dues sometimes, and Jody certainly did that.
Kelly, do you think Gonzaga fans will root for you or the underdog?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I think everybody roots for the underdog to some degree, but I'd like to think that the Zag fans will be Duck fans this week. I was there 14 years, and we built a program really from scratch into one of a national power, quite frankly, and the mid-major that people, to this day still compare, other mid-major programs to, and 10 straight championships, and the last time I played in that building was 2011, where we beat Louisville to go to the Elite Eight and then lost to go to the Final Four against Stanford, and that place was just jacked. It was sold out, and there, just an amazing fan base there, and I loved my time at Gonzaga. I did. I loved it, and and I still have, I'm still a Zag inside, and that'll never leave. So hopefully they become Duck fans this weekend. I don't care if they boo me or cheer me, but I want them to cheer for my team.
So you took over this job, and you knew you had a big rebuild ahead of you. What that you learned at Gonzaga did you employ here as part of the blueprint? Did this thing turn around as well?
Number one, don't take shortcuts, recruit the right players that fit into the vision that you have for the program. I think number two, recruit great players. It's all about players. I think my last year at St. Mary's, we won 26 games. My first year at Gonzaga, we won 5. So I didn't get 21 games done over the summer. It's about players, and so that's what we did here. We had to let some kids go. That didn't see, sharing the same vision as we did, both at Gonzaga and here. And we just built it, I think, the right way. We didn't take shortcuts. We didn't, try to get players from all different parts. We just stuck to our core values, and I think it's worked.
If I understood that right, last time you coached in Spokane Arena, was that the Elite Eight game? Is that what you're saying?
I think so. Yeah. We didn't play there after. Once in a while we play a doubleheader with the men in the arena, but I think that was the last time. So the last memory I have of that is, to this day, is one of my most special memories. When Courtney Vandersloot, arguably the greatest point guard in the history of college basketball, was subbed out. It was clear we weren't going to win the Stanford game. We took her out late, and the standing ovation she got from all fans. The Stanford fans were there. I remember Wayne Tinkle was there cheering his daughter, and he was the first one up in the Stanford section just to appreciate what a great player she was. And that was an amazing team that we had. And Courtney Vandersloot did to Gonzaga basketball what I think Sabrina, among others, Courtney had other teammates, great teammates, and so does Sabrina. But there's something that's unique about those two. And Courtney was really that one that kind of brought a widened fan base to Gonzaga, and I think Sabrina's doing the same thing here. People that wouldn't normally give 2 looks or 1 look to a women's basketball game are kind of going, wow, I really like this young lady. She can play. And so I see a parallel in those 2 players.
When you recruited Sabrina, did you think this is a program-changing player?
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. That's why we stayed in that poker game a long time, all the way till June. We didn't fold our hand. We didn't give up. We stuck with it, and it's paid off.
Where's your one spot you go to when you go back to Spokane?
It depends. No, I'm a steak eater. We don't have a lot of good steakhouses out here in Eugene, so I know Churchill's is going to be my first stop Thursday night. They have a great steak there, and but I actually like Eugene. Spokane has a lot of really good restaurants. And downtown, for those fans from down here that are going to go up, I think downtown's very unique and pretty cool. So they should spend some time down there.
Being in both positions as a coach of the Ducks, which one do you prefer? Do you feel like being the underseed, or do you want to be the top dog?
Oh, I think you always want to be the higher seed, because that means over the course of our 36 games, we proved to be the better team. That's just kind of the numbers. So Hey, at this point, it doesn't matter. Our kids aren't looking at the seeding. I mean, they just went through a number 6 and a number 3 on the road. So these guys can play. I don't care where you're playing. And we'll be ready. We'll be focused. We're not going to fall into that trap, guaranteed.
Lexi said to comment on your tan. Did you get a little sun yesterday?
Yeah, you know, my wife thinks that I look better when I get some sun. So, yeah, I've been getting a little sun. Just, yeah. I don't know why. I don't think I look good anytime, in anything, in any color. So, you know, there you go. That's just me. Anybody think otherwise?
Yeah, we think you look great.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Sure. Okay. All right, you guys, thanks. Thanks.